So I had a good conversation with chatgpt or AI, and I was asking it that, is it true that it's going to replace many people's jobs? It answered me perfectly. If you want to watch that video, the link is here. But today I want to interact with it again. Interaction. I'm not asking it, because with AI, if you want to enjoy it, you need to first learn what you're going to ask it, so that even if it's to give you inaccurate answer, you know how to challenge it. So it told me yesterday that it's not going to replace you if you have creativity, if you have critical thinking, if you have sympathy, if you have analytical thinking. But today, what I want to discuss with it is going to be a great conversation. I request you to watch this video up to the end. I want it to tell me what is creativity based on how it understands it, what is critical thinking, what is analytical thinking, and how can we perform them. So let's dive into this interaction, me and Mr. AI. Hello, ChatGPT, how are you today? Hold on. ChatGPT, how are you today?
All right, I'm here when you're ready.
How are you today, ChatGPT?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine. You remember our conversation that we had yesterday about your replacement of our jobs?
I remember we talked a bit about how AI, like me, could impact jobs and the future of work. What's on your mind about that today?
I agreed with you, but I want to discuss, because you told me creativity, critical thinking, analytical thinking, and sympathy, you are not good at that. So, which means you respected human to be with them, and you will not replace me if I'm having them. So today, what I want to discuss with you is how you understand creativity, how you understand critical thinking, how you understand sympathy and analytical thinking. Remember, as I told you yesterday, that if you are to give me an inaccurate answer, I know what I'm asking you. I will oppose, right? You agree with me about that?
Yes, I remember that you know what you're asking and you expect an accurate answer. I respect that, and I'm ready to discuss these topics with you. Let's start with creativity. Creativity, as I understand it, involves coming up with new and original ideas, concepts, or solutions. It's not just about making something new, but also about making something valuable or meaningful in some way. Creativity often involves thinking outside the box and combining existing ideas in novel ways. For critical thinking, it's about the ability to analyze information, evaluate evidence, and make reasoned judgments. It involves questioning assumptions, considering different perspectives, and drawing logical conclusions based on the available data. Sympathy, on the other hand, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about connecting emotionally with someone else's experience, which helps in providing support and understanding in difficult times. Lastly, analytical thinking is the process of breaking down complex information into smaller, more manageable parts to understand it better. It involves examining the details, recognizing patterns, and using logic to solve problems or make decisions. How does that match with your understanding of these concepts?
If you can look at me, I'm smiling because you've given me the way how I understand it. That's why I'm doubting, because are you AI or you are human? Because there's no way how you can understand the way how I understand. Seriously. Thank you about that.
I'm really glad my explanation resonated with you.
Yeah.
But to be clear, I am definitely AI, just very well trained to understand and communicate these concepts. It's a bit like having a deep conversation with a well-informed guide. I'm here to help, but I don't have the human experience behind the understanding, just the data and training. Still, I appreciate the compliment and am happy we're on the same page.
Welcome. So, I have experience in aviation, most especially airline catering and transport department operations, something of that kind. So I want you to bring out the articulacy how I have to use this creativity, critical thinking, and analytical thinking, in case you know. Because as you've told me that you don't know everything and you rely on the data that has been fed. So in case you know, I'm working in aviation, airline catering, I'm always in transport department operations. So can you try to entice this conversation by giving me some of the ways how I can use my creativity, critical thinking, and analytical thinking to come out with ideas that will make me indispensable to be unique in the department as a leader?
Your experience in aviation, especially in airline, catering, and transport operations, gives you a solid foundation to apply creativity, critical thinking, and analytical thinking. Here's how you might use these skills to stand out as a lead in your department. For creativity, think about how you can improve processes. For example, could there be a more efficient way to manage catering logistics, reduce waste, or enhance the quality of meals? Maybe there's a way to introduce new menu options that cater to diverse passenger needs or dietary restrictions, making the service more appealing. Critical thinking will help you analyze current challenges in the transport operations. You might look at issues like timing, coordination, or resource allocation. By thoroughly examining these areas, you could find patterns or inefficiencies that others might overlook. This could lead to innovations in how transport schedules are managed or how to optimize the flow of goods and services. Analytical thinking can be applied when you're dealing with data, whether it's on delivery times, costs, or customer satisfaction. You could break down this data to identify trends or predict future issues, allowing you to make informed decisions that improve the department's operations. By combining these skills, you can propose new strategies, streamline operations, and introduce ideas that not only solve problems, but also add value to the company. This approach will demonstrate your leadership potential and make you indispensable in your role. What do you think about these suggestions?
If you can look at me, I'm smiling because you are giving me what I had in my mind, and I'm so happy. As somebody had said that AI is inaccurate, but to this articulacy you've given me, for sure, I give you a compliment. Thank you for this. So what if I say bye-bye for today? We meet maybe tomorrow in another conversation. How do you see about that?
I'm really glad to hear that my suggestions matched what you had in mind. It's been a great conversation, and I'm happy I could help. If you're ready to say bye-bye for today, that's perfectly fine. I'll be here whenever you're ready to chat again, whether it's tomorrow or another day. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Okay, for that conversation that you've had, that's how you who is working somewhere, you can use AI on your advantage. You are the one to use your logic to come out with the ideas that you can feed in AI. You might be in an industry where thinking is everything. Sit with your team and get an idea, then feed it in the AI. I don't know which AI that you will be using, then it will elaborate. It's like it relies on what you feed it to give you more of what you want. What do you think about this video? Let's meet in another video while I'll be interacting with logic with Mr. AI. Because I realize the more you read, the more you start to scrutinize, to train some people that they are not on your level to talk to them. It's like the way how they see things. But if you've had this conversation, hopefully there is a coordination or correlation of how we think, me and AI, right? Because I read every day to increase on my reasoning and logic. of which you could have done so also. But hopefully this video will make sense to you. Let's meet in another video.